I'm back, bitches.
And who's that? That is at Hannah Rasmussen.
Oh my God, this again.
Now Hannah Kendall. And how else can they find you?
On Instagram at hkendall1995. You're welcome.
Yep, there you go. And also in the house is at Brian Kendall. Also in the house is yours truly. Where can you find us? Brian and me. You can find us at B2JthePodcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're back, bitches. And everybody that's new to this show, this is not your mama's podcast. We're going to be saying some things that can and more than most likely will offend somebody's mother. So with that being said, let's cue the motherfucking intro.
You know, I always get nervous when we hit record on this sumbitch, and then I think, oh fuck, well, you know, what are people gonna think, you know, and shit like that. But you know what? I don't care. A fucking Batman movie, rated R, dude, is totally just killing it. And did your ears bleed at some point? Yes, they did. Yeah. Therefore, by process of elimination, I do not like John Jones. Knowledge? It's a silent K. Our language is pretty fucked up. Because you're a professional sleeper?
Hell no, Irish. He does the most badass Mexican on guitar of all time.
Carlos Santana.
Almost maybe instrumentally.
You have it! It's all yours! I don't want it back! Dude, no, he can play the guitar and it'll sound like he's fucking your mother and you'll be alright. B2J. B2J, the podcast. Things entertainment, baby.
What's up, everybody? This is B2J, the podcast, and we're coming to you live from the
209
Stockton, California. Knows how to party.
I gave up.
Knows how to party.
Sorry about that.
We tried to do what the fuck we were talking about
I ain't got the lungs for it.
couple episodes ago,
Yeah,
but he doesn't
I smoke too much.
know
He
how
just didn't
to
want to do it because I told him I was
say
gonna
to.
talk shit.
We're not. It's all right. I give up.
He just didn't want to do it because I told him I was going to talk shit.
So you still are?
No, it's still perfect. It was perfect, and we are here. We are live, and we are on iHeartRadio, Spreaker Radio. We are
I thought it was speaker.
Spreaker.
It's the name of it.
Yes, that's who puts us on.
They were the
Spreaker.
ones that gave us our shot first.
We're there. We are here.
All free.
And now we are
And now-
on radio just 2 years later.
You like free hookers too.
Oh my
does
God.
that come
Just
out?
want to say again.
You
The
wanna
old
talk
saying
about
my
our sex
father
life?
had is if it's free, it's for me. And that's why I'm half pimp, half
All
hope.
right.
Yee. Just want to say thanks again
Maybe. Probably not. But shit happens.
for taking the time to listen, like, share, download, and otherwise keep the peeps informed about B2J, the podcast, letting them know about our Facebook page, our Twitter, our Instagram, and how they can listen to the show on iHeartRadio, Spreaker Radio, and YouTube. Enough with the formalities. Time for breaking news. Cain Velasquez to the WWE could be a
Holy
thing.
shit.
That could be a thing. Cain Velasquez
Beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar, what, 5-7 years ago?
in real life, not in WWE fake universe.
So apparently, just like Rousey and a few other people, fans of the business.
it's real to me,
their whole
goddamn
life.
it.
Well, it's always real to us. This is definitely down our toolbox alley. But, as you like to call it, the toolboxes.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Our toy box. That's what I like.
toy box, toolbox.
I play with toys, bro. I don't
Half
play
these
with
people
tools.
are tools, but I like
I'm
Cain
still a kid.
Velasquez.
I'm not a man.
I like Cain Velasquez, even though I love Lesnar's.
I love toys, man.
I love Lesnar's.
I love
F5,
toys.
One of my favorite finishers of all time. But
I love toys, man.
Cain
Action
Velasquez-
figures. I'm sorry.
Cain Velasquez
Action
needed to bring it
figures.
back down to earth, and I think he did just
At the
that.
wrong time.
So
you
him
said
to
toys.
WWE.
My first thought was sexual toys, and then I was like, James, what the
Yo,
fuck are you
shit,
doing?
Fuck. That's why I said toolbox too. I said toy box, and she gets all kinky.
Man,
Amen.
My
damn,
wife's a little crazy.
damn.
And
Okay.
I love her.
you're the one
Nothing
that
wrong with
tell
that.
everybody we
How do you
do
feel
it
about
hard.
Cain Velasquez? How do you feel about Cain Velasquez?
I think
You thought your lady didn't listen to the show. How does she know about this?
I thought if
Because you you're being asked
not
now.
if. I thought since Cain
I shouldn't have said
Velasquez
nothing.
went over and beat Lesnar in the octagon, Lesnar
And you should listen to the show.
WWE. So
But anyway,
I should probably be on
I
the show
digress.
more.
Well,
Because now
touche.
people are asking about me.
I want to see how Lashley Lesnar goes, and then we can maybe talk about Lashley Velasquez because that'd be cool too.
Hulk Hogan reinstated
Holy
by
shit.
WWE.
I'm a real American.
Fight for the rights of the everyman. Oh. But not everyone is pleased, like the New Day and Titus O'Neil. They're not very happy about it. They said that Hulk Hogan
I have a
got
question.
a lot of proving
I like
himself
I
to
like
do.
The New Day, Kofi, very talented. Big E probably should get a singles push because Vince's thing is big.
And
guys.
will Titus
Big E-
O'Neil get off
Big E
of
should
the
get
New
a
Day's jump?
U.S. title run. But
Let
I mean,
the New Day do their thing, and Titus O'Neil should-
What are relevant superstars'
But anyway.
opinions like Devon Dudley and Booker T and some of those other people? They don't seem to care, right?
Well, they're
Mark
retired.
Henry.
They don't have to
Well, who
share the
cares if
locker
they're
room.
retired or not?
But I'm neither here nor there on that
If all the
subject.
New Day's pissed,
I mean-
WWE's PG, they can go out and they can cut a promo on their little YouTube channel, or fucking Xavier can if he's really upset, man.
Let me tell you what
Up,
pro
down,
wrestling doesn't need.
That
Real quick.
that factor, I know, but
Let me tell you real quick.
it shouldn't have
Other
to
than
have
that,
factor.
let me show you
They're obviously
again.
acknowledging Japan's a threat.
WWE
They're obviously
and
acknowledging
professional
Japan's a
wrestling
threat. Vince
as
is,
a sport,
in my opinion,
entertainment,
in my
whatever
opinion-
you want to call
Hey,
it.
James, in my opinion, they're obviously acknowledging Japan's number 2 in the world by making Shinsuke Nakamura the new U.S. champion in a squash,
AJ Styles.
a heel version of squash,
And eventually-
well, he should have beat Styles for the world title. That
Coming
would
to
have
terms
been full-blown acknowledging it
with
But
Kenny
from
Omega.
a country perspective, Jericho's the Japan's Intercontinental title champion right now.
One of the things that Kenny
So-
Omega needs to do before he's done with his career, since you brought up New Japan,
What?
is come to the WWE.
Well, obviously, but I
Because
mean,
he is
him and the Young Bucks.
amazing.
Him and the Young Bucks need to stay doing what they're doing right now because I'm sure they're having a blast and they're getting paid just fine, I'm sure.
I agree with you on everything you said about what professional wrestling doesn't need. But can I tell you just
What?
one more thing? What professional Jose Canseco?
What the? Why? Well, why did Berg get his name up? Jobber. I mean, he's a decent baseball
World
player.
Class Revolution Pro
Decent
Wrestling announced that they had come to terms on a deal with former Oakland A's slugger Jose Canseco.
He's a decent
He's
baseball
trying
player
to
at
dip
one point,
his
but-
bat in the WWE.
Well, guess-
Well, there's only one wrestler with a bat that I care about, and it's not him.
Well, I mean, there's guys like Sammy Sosa who had the cork thing, but I think in the bat, that's literally cheating in a way where that you don't have to take the steroids. I think Canseco was one of the steroid guys, though.
The real reason why Team Hell No has disbanded.
Why?
Kane suffered an Achilles tendon tear
Oh, fuck it.
and is expected back to finish his campaign for mayor of
Yeah.
Knox County,
So Glenn
Tennessee.
Jacobs is running for Knoxville.
Knox County, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knox
Tennessee.
County.
Okay, whatever. Who cares? Knox County, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's in Tennessee. That's all I know. But either way, with one of those, he probably ain't wrestling again for 6 to 9 months, at least.
One more thing as we dip out of the pro wrestling press. I wanted to start that so that we could just go straight into the music, and then we will.
Music. We did
and
music
then
a
we'll
lot
talk a
last
little
week.
bit
Come on,
about
we can take a break. This guy looks like
the,
AJ Styles.
the
man.
nerds and nerdisms.
Wait,
You want
skip the
to
music.
wait? Yeah,
Well, we can
can't
do
skip
the regular,
music.
the
So
regular
you
top
decided
tens.
the one time month
no, we can do the
podcast
regular
after
top
how
10s,
long
but we
to
do-
skip my thing?
No.
Fuck
We don't
you,
have to
you
full-blown
little
skip
stupid
it.
ass cunt.
Oh my god, I got my nickname back. Thank you for that.
We're gonna be doing our
Top tens.
top tens, and we are gonna be doing the music. So
Let's just do top tens. We did a hell of music last week. The whole fucking episode was music.
pretty much, wasn't
Yeah, let's just do the normal 2 top tens.
it? Well, the B2J top 10, and
Did we really even give it to him last week, or did we just ramble on?
You're right. So we'll do a for real B2J top 10, and
All right.
we'll do the
Hip hop top 10 or
The-
whatever. The hop top
the
10.
did-
Pop top 10.
the did our ears bleed top
yeah,
10.
they always bleed.
Babe,
What?
I want another baby.
Oh my god, my
Man.
wife's crazy.
Okay, so well, I know,
If
I know how to.
All
I
right,
know how you
go.
guys can consummate that.
Oh my god. Find another part.
Anyway,
Babe, if we get pregnant again, I'm not saying we're trying, but
We should try.
early
and it's a boy. His name's Kobe.
Early SummerSlam predictions.
Right.
I want to talk about
Kobe
this
Bryant.
real quick before we
Carry on the next.
skip out on the wrestling. Early SummerSlam predictions.
Early.
I
Oh,
don't
well.
even. I haven't watched wrestling in so long.
All right,
I don't
Sasha
know
Bailey.
what the fuck's
Sasha
going on.
Bailey, you know, remember them
Sasha
two?
Bailey.
Hold up.
That might happen.
Seth Rollins. This is just early predictions. This is not even. I can't even take full credit for these predictions. This is just something that I found that I agree with, and I'm not even going to give credit where credit is due. All right, so
you don't know where you got it
if you
from?
guys can't find out where I found
It's on
where
the
I got it,
It's probably on the
you know
internet.
exactly. It's
Just
on the
any
internet.
random-
So there you go.
any random
There you
site.
go. All right. So not my predictions, but I have some takes on their predictions. So let's get to it.
Limits first.
Seth Rollins v. Drew McIntyre is one of their predictions. I like that match. Drew McIntyre dipped his toes in the actual title picture, like what, last Monday or the Monday before that.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So he was saying
Claymore's beautiful though.
he was saying that he wanted to eventually be a world champion.
Oh.
And much like how
he's talking about
Dolph Ziggler right now is tearing it up, he's the number one wrestler in my opinion, going right now into WWE.
All right, well, here's the deal. Ziggler's
I love Dolph Ziggler.
I
Just
No,
so
you
you
don't.
know.
agree
There.
with you.
He's one of the best
I love
in-ring
Dolph Ziggler as well.
performers in the
Dolph Ziggler is the shite.
business today. But the thing about it is Ziggler's getting the push he deserves. But they, like everybody said in a way, he finally got his diesel. He's such like he thinks he's the next Shawn Michaels and
And
Drew
like,
McIntyre's doing
hey,
a
and
good
if it's
job.
not broke, don't fix it. And they're
Well, no, it's
definitely
not.
using that method when it comes to WWE right now. They're using the old
Recycled,
school
yeah.
method,
They make it
and with
work
that
'cause-
storyline, that storyline
Because
is
Drew
straight
McIntyre
up.
Is a better version of Diesel,
I mean, the
in my
only
opinion. Kevin
thing
Nash was
that
great,
we
but
don't have for
he's got the
Ziggler
look, he's
is
Scottish,
Ziggler
and
didn't
it works.
have a legit tag team partner
Well-
from the jump. Like there is no, he
When
doesn't
they-
have a
when
Marty
they- After the
Jannetty.
NXT title run, when fucking Drew McIntyre came back up to the main roster, I was hoping him and Ziggler would be tag champs. But they squashed that real quick and made Ziggs Intercontinental Champion. So
Because they had to skip the part of Shawn Michaels' storyline
Well-
where he super kicks
Yeah, well-
Marty Jannetty through the
Yeah,
barbershop.
well, they obviously go a different route. Creative does. You can't just give
Window.
the same exact shit. But in my opinion, the tag team championships, I think maybe Ziggler should pull double duty at SummerSlam. I think he should defend the Intercontinental title against maybe Rollins, McIntyre, and Reigns in a fatal four-way or some shit, right? And then
Well, this is their prediction for it's
think
going to be
McIntyre and Ziggler
Ziggler
would
versus
be good
Finn
tag team
Balor.
champions.
That's what they say right here.
what?
So Ziggler and Finn Balor. That's and I hope that Ziggler
That'd be a
wins,
good
goes
singles
over.
match. They could
Finn
put on
Balor
Shawn-
doesn't need the Intercontinental title.
Who?
Finn Balor
Why
does
not?
not
I don't like
need
Because
this.
Finn Balor,
yeah,
but I
Finn-
like Dolph Ziggler more.
But Finn
Keep
Balor
the-
does
keep
need
that-
a title run though, because
Ziggler needs that strap more than
No, he don't. He's had a world title run, even if it was short. Balor had to give it up the day after he won it.
Dolph Ziggler deserves to be champion
Oh, yeah, we
again.
got a shot again. Ziggler
And
is
they're
champion
going to
again
start.
right now.
They're going to set that up, and it's going to be beautiful when
He's
it's
getting the
set
push
up.
he deserves.
Drew McIntyre will end up being the
Size-wise,
champion,
Universal.
and Ziggler will end up
What?
trading on either one way or the other. Those two will go up against
I
each
would
other,
love to see-
and Ziggler will end up being the champion after
You know I'd love to
McIntyre
see
has a
somebody-
real
you know
good
I'd love to-
run. With
Vince
Ziggler
is-
having the Intercontinental title.
is recycling-
Spoilers, because I already
Hey,
know this storyline.
Vince
I've
is-
lived it once.
Bro, Vince is recycling old pay-per-views. You know, I'd love to see a second match of. There's only been one in history, I believe. An Armageddon Hell in a Cell, 6 men, right? I'd love to see Lesnar defend the title in some kind of match like that. If he still has the title,
Drew McIntyre,
come December, yeah, McIntyre be in it. Even Rock.
Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley is going to be facing
Jones
Brock
on
Lesnar.
SmackDown now, right?
Brock Lesnar is going to beat Bobby Lashley. Spoilers.
Well, yeah, probably, most likely, because that's how Vince works. He don't like anybody else. But, I mean, the best time to pull the trigger for Lesnar losing the title would have been that fatal four-way. With Jones,
I think
Strowman,
Drew
and Reigns.
McIntyre and
No.
Dolph Ziggler are going to end up taking the Universal strap from Lesnar later
Just
on
the two of them.
this year.
McIntyre's gonna win it, and Ziggs is gonna fucking help him.
Either Ziggler is going to win the Royal Rumble and he's going to go on to face, he's going to be the Intercontinental Champion, and then Drew McIntyre is going to come in and help Ziggler win it, and he's going to be a two-man champion.
I can see Ziggler.
Or